Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Sunderland Road to Glory career mode. Now, at the start of this video, we have three massive games. Okay, first of all, we've got Ipswich, who are in second place. We're chasing them right now. And then we've got Portsmouth in the leasing.com. I can't believe I'm saying that. It is hilarious to me. A leasing.com trophy. Really? Is that what we're calling these trophies these days? But anyway, we've got the area final to then go through to the final. So we've got to beat Portsmouth. And then straight after that, we've got Oxford, who are top of the table. So it's a massive first three games, and then we've got a few games after that. But first of all, before we get into the video, I just want to show you FOTMob. They have sponsored this video. This app is completely free, and you're sitting there and you haven't downloaded it yet. It's on iOS, Android. The link is in the description if you want to go ahead and download it. I absolutely love this app. Keeps me up to date with everything football, right at my fingertips, in my pocket, wherever I am. If I need to know anything about the football results or upcoming fixtures or even the latest transfers, FOTMob is the place to go. Tonight we've got the semi-final second leg in the EFL Cup between Aston Villa and Leicester. That'll be a good game. Last night, of course, Arsenal beat the mighty Bournemouth. There's a news tab which keeps you up to date with everything. Just today, Inter has officially signed Eriksen. That is incredible. And the best thing is the videos tab. There are highlights of pretty much every game right here. So please download it. Thank you, FOTMob, for sponsoring this video. Now let's crack on with the games. So, as I said, three massive games. And first of all, we have Ipswich. Now, this is the biggest game, I think, because they're in second place. We're currently in between fourth and third, depending on each result we get. These are the guys that we're actually chasing. Oxford are, I think, at the top, and they're too far away. So I'm focusing on Ipswich. Getting a win here was absolutely vital, and it didn't start off very well here. I've got to say, they started very strong, even though they were the away side. I know it's a game and it doesn't really work like that, but you never know. I do feel like, there's dynamic difficulty in this game, 100%. Maybe if you are the home team in a situation like this, maybe the away team are a little bit more daring. I don't know. But after a relatively poor first 10 minutes, we get the ball through for Nemecha. Can he finish it? Of course he can. A round of applause for Nemecha, who has been insane for us since we signed him. A great celebration there, sliding on his chest, and it's a really good finish. I was sure I was going to go top right corner until the very last second. And I tell you what, I'm glad I didn't, because we went top left and it flies into the back of the net. So, having got the first goal, feeling a little bit more confident, even though we didn't have as much possession, we found max power, and somehow, out of nowhere, he makes it 2-0. And I was thinking as he was celebrating here, I've kind of taken away the captaincy from him without even doing it intentionally. It's because I'm not really playing him, and by default, it went to McLaughlin, the keeper. So I feel kind of bad about that. Maybe I should give it back to Max Power and make sure he wears the armband every time he plays. The problem is when you bring him in, the keeper's already captain, so I just forget to give it to him. But anyway, 2-0 up, going into the second half, and we meant business. We came so close to a third goal there, and just a reminder, this is Ipswich. They have been killing it this season. We pass it back to the keeper here, and we start an attack from scratch, and yeah, it didn't go very well. I didn't make it past the first defender. I didn't even get it to the first defender. We got so lucky here. And I don't know if you caught that little smile. Look at that. That made me laugh so much. When I saw that, Baldwin, just the little smile. Somehow they didn't score. And then somehow we didn't score. Again, max power. How is he getting into these positions playing as a pretty much a defensive midfielder? I don't know. Went for the chip shot and it lands on the roof of the net, which is a big shame. But a 2-0 win against Ipswich, massive victory, absolutely huge, and that started me off very well here on a run of really tough games. So here is the area final, Portsmouth versus Sunderland. So there's two area finals. You've got to almost see it as a semi-final, really. I put up a strong team. I expected to get the win here to take me into the actual final and possibly get our first bit of first bit of silverware of the season, and potentially the only bit of silverware we'll get. Who knows? I think it's very, very much impossible that we're going to win the league. I don't think we'll win the FA Cup, that's for sure. So it would have been nice to make sure we have a chance here. So against Portsmouth, we started really well. And then we get a shot here with Dobson, which comes off the defender. And they were playing McCrory in defence. Now, I know he's a CDM and a centre-back and a right-back, I believe. He is still a player that's right up there for me. I might try and get him. The only issue is he doesn't have his real face, so I might have to find some sort of modder out there that can give him his face, because I think he could honestly be fantastic for us. But now we've got Hume in behind. It's a beautiful cross, which couldn't quite make it to, I think it was McKinley at the back there. And now Gravenberch plays it back inside for Dobson. And Barker was so close to keeping that under control and maybe getting a shot away. But unfortunately, it was not meant to be. Now, on the edge of the end of the first half, how this isn't a foul, I don't know. Completely crunched him. Right before half-time as well, I might have been through on goal. So a little bit unlucky there. We get the ball with McKinley, 53 minutes in. We find the Metra and he... Oh, man. What a shame. That was the moment I thought that was going to put us through. But now, into the 90th minute of the game, they had one last chance, which didn't quite go very well. I almost threw it straight to their attackers, so I'm very glad I didn't. But that was full time, and we go straight into penalties. No extra time, and it's Harrison, I think that's his name, who steps up first, and he puts it wide. Great start for us, right? I didn't even have to make the save. He's missed it. Nemecha steps up, and let's just say I wasn't very confident at this point, even though they kept missing as well. The problem is, with low ratings on penalties, you can't aim it in the top corner. You can't aim it in the bottom corner. It just doesn't work. It goes wide or it goes high every time. So you kind of need to be safe. And that's exactly what I was doing. I was playing it safe. And at this point, we both missed 2 and scored 1 each. Now, up steps Clark, I believe that is. He hits the bar, and now it's down to McKinley to give us the advantage going into the final penalties. We go for the bottom right, and it kind of goes mid-right, but that's fine by me. So now we have a chance to win it. All I have to do was save it, or they have to miss. And unfortunately, I thought he was going to go down the middle, and I remember thinking I might go bottom left here, and I didn't go with my gut. So now we go into the very last penalty. All I had to do was score. Unbelievable. And then that happens where I think I saved that, right? I've gone the right way. It was just a brilliant penalty. Now I had to score to stay in this. Dobson steps up, puts it away. That might be the best penalty so far. So it's sudden death. We're still even. They score. Big save from the keeper. He almost ends up out of the goal. Would have been incredible if he saved it. And now we've got Kilman stepping up, and I really wasn't feeling this, guys. It wasn't good, and it was lucky. It was very, very lucky that we put it away. So we're still going here. Naylor steps up now. Actually, no, it was Downing, wasn't it? I think it was Downing, yeah. He goes to the bottom right, and once again, it's down to me. The pressure is on the brand new signing, Hover. Can he score? No, he can't. And just like that, we're out. There will be no leasing.com trophy in our cabinet. It's kind of embarrassing anyway. But I might as well spoil it for you guys now. Portsmouth go on to win. So we lost to the eventual winners. I believe they played Ipswich in the final or something. I think it might have been Ipswich. So we lost to the winners. It is what it is. Portsmouth are a great side. You know I love them. And on the day, my penalties were just worse than theirs, which is saying something. So now, against Oxford, we win the ball straight away, actually, which really set the tone. I wanted to start this game as strong as possible, get that opening goal away from home, and we get very close here. A ball comes into Gravenberch, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to hit this. It was actually a finesse shot, which didn't quite work out. And then, all of a sudden, Oxford were all over me. Honestly, it was like there was a massive dump in the garden, and all the flies were landing on it. I was just getting pelted with shots. Just never-ending pressure from Oxford. I just couldn't get out of my own half. And I could really tell why they were top of the table. They've just done so well this season. Another shot comes in there. But after a couple of chances, I had to take it. I had to take it seriously. I could not lose this game. I tried to get a cross in there for McKinley. If it was just a bit of a better cross, it would have been 1-0 there potentially. And now here's Barker. Does everything right, but the shot is terrible. By the way, I've got him training his shooting because of this. Okay, his shooting is woeful. He's really good at running with the ball. Maybe if he's got a tap in, he scores. But other than that, I've not been impressed with his shooting. They come very close to opening the scoring there. Thankfully, it was offside, so that's absolutely fine. Now, Clark picks up the ball. It's a lovely little team move, this. Dobson puts it through for Wilson, who came on for Nemecha for the final 20 minutes or so. It is parried by the keeper, and then it's Mesut Ozil against Chelsea at the Emirates. Who remembers that goal? Hume steps up when we need him to. What a fantastic goal this is. It's an ugly finish. It's not a good-looking goal, really. He slams it into the ground, and it bounces over the keeper, and it goes in off the post. Honestly, that is like Mesut Ozil's goal against Chelsea a couple of seasons ago when we beat them. I think it was 3-0. I think they went on and did a crazy unbeaten streak after that loss. So we're 1-0 up, and I'm an idiot and give away a penalty. Now, just look at the replay. Okay, there's no card. I think that's quite fitting, really. It's not a foul. I'm sorry, but no. And then they score it. And then they went off and celebrated it like they won the league. Well, they probably pretty much have. I was just so gutted, and I had one last chance. Surely not in the last moments. It falls for Barker, and he misses. So, yeah, we're putting him into training, and we're going to fix that bloody finishing. How are you missing from there? That was a chance to beat the leaders of the league. And having beaten Ipswich, that would have been huge for us. But no, I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. So now, into the next game against Bristol Rovers. Having drawn that game, we needed to bounce back, and we got off to a lightning start. Nemecha through on goal. I swear, all his goals look like that. Where I put him in behind, he runs onto it, and he finishes it. He's such a good player, man. I really rate him. And then we get another chance here. Nemecha again opens up his body, finesses it to the far right corner. And that is 2-0. A very, very decent performance in this game. Not too many highlights to show you, but we do kick it out there and the referee blows his whistle. 3 points. That's all that matters, right? So now we move on into the next game. There are so many fixtures in League One and League Two. It is unbelievable. That's why I'm doing another highlights video today. But I should do more live commentary soon. Don't worry. It's just to get a lot of games out of the way. It's better to do it this way. We came up against Coventry, and actually we didn't start well at all. They had a great first half, and actually they kind of finished the first half rightly so in front. And it was a bit of a fluky goal. It comes off the post and deflects in off his knee, but it is what it is. But the very last few seconds of the first half, Nemecha is through again. It's such a lovely first touch. You'll see it in this replay. He kind of lifts it over the defender's foot, and then the finish into the bottom right. It's such a composed finish. It's beautiful. So now we take the 1-1 draw. We go in at half-time. We come out, hopefully, trying to find that second goal to win this game, because a draw just isn't good enough. We put the ball through for McKinley here. He has to take a touch, which slows him down a little bit. The defender's right on him, but he still manages to score, and hopefully that's the 3 points, right? Because that will definitely help us keep on Ipswich's tails. You're going to see the league table very shortly. The next, I think it was 4 or 5 games, were all against teams in the bottom 6. So I really got very lucky with this run of games. We beat Gillingham 1-0 at home. I decided to sim a few of these because at this point, all I'm fighting for is second place. I'm not going to drop down outside of the playoff zone. I'm not going to win the league. So I decided to sim a few games. We get the new boy, Hover, up to 60, I think it was 67 or 68 rated. So he's done really well since he came in. We played against Bury, who were bottom of the table at this point. We get a 3-0 win against them. And now against Southend, 2-0 away against them. O'Neill and Barker scoring. And then O'Neill gets March Player of the Month. A defender. Technically, he's more of a right mid at this point for us in our 3-5-2 or 3-4-3. We also get Nemecha being called, or being named, I should say, Player of the Tournament in the leasing.com trophy. And there is confirmation that Portsmouth won. But the table's looking a bit better, isn't it? I'm not too upset by that. You know, we're 2 points clear of Portsmouth, and we've got an extra game to play, and we are 4 points behind Ipswich with a game to play. So we can go within 1 point. That's huge, absolutely massive. So in the next few episodes, I need to pretty much win every game. I really do, because Ipswich will win most of their games. And the target, of course, is automatic promotion. My actual objective is to win the league, and that just hasn't quite panned out this season. We haven't been consistent enough. So the next month or two of the series, we have to win all our games. At least 90% of them if we're going to come in second place. Otherwise, we'll be travelling to Wembley and playing in the playoffs, which I really, really want to avoid. It'll be great for you guys to watch, sure, but being in the playoffs, risking another season in League One would be a disaster for this series. So it's going to be an interesting final month or two. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I know it's a bit shorter than usual, but that's okay. It is what it is with these highlight videos. I can't talk for 30 minutes straight like this. It does my throat in. So we'll be back again tomorrow with another episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.